everyone, and welcome to the Out and About bag. This is a little introduction, so hopefully you'll know exactly what's going on with this pattern by the end of this little video clip. This bag here is made with the same fabric throughout, so that will be like a classic version. This is the classic version, which just gives you a plain front with a little pocket in it. You've also got a rim pattern piece, and this pattern piece is really ingenious because what you're going to do is put your zip in here, sew these together on either side. They're literally slotted in here like this, and it gives you this beautiful finish in here where you can see that everything is tacked in neatly. I think it's brilliant like this because, well, no thief can get into that one. And then also there will be a little video on the side that you can click on my website, showing you how to make like a little tab or something to put onto your zip end, because it's actually really nice if you've got things dangling down. It makes it look a little bit more professional as well. Now you've got two pattern pieces here, and this is the side of the bag, and the side of the bag, if you look at this, just moves around all the way up to the top like this. That's all it is. So it starts here and moves around. So that's the side. But to get the pocket like this, you have got another piece, which is the pocket piece, and that will go on here like this. Now if you look closely, the pocket here is actually a little bit bigger than the rest of it. So how did I do that? It's really simple. It's a totally simple trick. So what we're going to do is we are going to attach this all the way up here so that we automatically get this little pocket. And of course you can put your tissues in there. That's what I use it for anyway, and that's fine. With a classic, you've also got a lining pattern. Now I could just have done the same pattern again as the lining, but it's really hard work getting all the sides on, and you don't want to do that twice. So what I've done is, again, I've made a really simple lining pattern which works on the principle that you just fold up the corners again to create a little box, and that just sits inside here like that, and it's fairly easy and very quick to put together. In the actual video you will see that I've got an interlining. That is only necessary if you use a fabric which is really see-through, like, oh, let me just reach behind me here. If you were using a fabric like this is the seaside one, which I think is really nice, but if you put a darker fabric behind it, and I think you can even see it on here, it makes it really dull. So what I've done is I've used an interlining, just a cream fabric, to line this lining with. So you effectively got two linings so that it's nice and creamy and none of the dark shines through. So it has got an interlining in it. And then you've also got this pattern piece here. This is a plastic base which goes into your bag, and it's like this basically. It's a flexible cutting board, very easy. You can buy that at the supermarket, and that is what sits underneath your bag to give it some firmness, because if you're putting stuff into your bag and this all droops down, it doesn't look very nice and not very pro. If you wanted to put purse feet in, you can of course put holes in, and then we've got to put purse feet in, and the video which shows you the classic version in this polka dot fabric also will show you how to put on purse feet. And then we have a base cover. This is the easiest way to put in this base, especially if you're not using purse feet. The purse feet will hold the base in place. But if you don't want to do that, and on the main video for this I haven't done it, you can use this base which is just cut out of lining and then simply sits on here like that, so that you can push your base through it like this. It's dead easy, and it's a really neat way for a beginner to get round doing the base and the purse feet. And mine came from Singapore, And it's a long way for 4 purse feet, so if you haven't got a shop that does it, then use the base for it. I've also got handles for them. They come in slimmer and wider, and the only reason that I put those in is, like, if you use webbing, which is great, but I use this bag a lot, I really like it. I've already got some stains on it, and of course you can't throw this in the washing machine, so you'd have to clean these separately, like kind of hanging over the sink. So I thought I'd give you the option of 2 handles as well. And these handles come in these separate packs, which we get to in a minute here. Because it's more interesting to actually put a pocket in from the outside so you can easily get to it, I'm showing you this again. I've actually improved the technique slightly to make it even easier to put this one in. So you've got the welt pocket lining, and you can make that in this fabric as well, or you can make it in lining. That really is up to you. Let's have a quick look at my messenger bag, which has got this pocket on it, and it's got fabric lining on the inside, but you could of course line it in the oilcloth or whatever fabric you're using so that it doesn't show. Depends how nice your lining is. Do you want it to peep out? Do you not want it to peep out? And then also I've changed the method slightly from the messenger bag. So if you've made this and you thought, ooh, it slipped off a bit for me, then this is even easier, and it will absolutely will work. So this is a beginner's item here. This is not difficult. You should have a couple of months experience on your sewing machine, but you don't really need lots of experience to make this pocket. So this has got the lining, and then it's also got this square shape, which absolutely needs to be made out of that fabric, because we're going to sew this on here and then turn it to the inside, and then we've got a pocket. So that's if you want to make the classic really simple version of this bag. The other options you of course have is, and you can see them blended in here right underneath the video there, the different options of strips. So I've included them in your pattern. So what you literally will get, you'll get the first pages, which will be the classic, and then you get to this page, and then you've got the beach hut theme. This is in turquoise, which means the actual strip that goes in there is wider because the huts are taller, so that they fit in there. So you've got this one, and it also comes with the wider handle, and these are the wider handles. And the good thing about these handles is you can wipe them down, which you can't do with webbing handles. You actually have to physically get water on it and stuff. So that's the only downside of webbing, but then I really like webbing because it's quite easy to do as well. So that's got the wider handle, and then you've got the camper van strip, which is a lot slimmer, and you can see here the cars are slimmer, and that's why. Of course you could just say preference, I want this strip, I want it in a different fabric, I want to do a two-tone. You could do blue and beige or whatever. You could use the polka dot, like you can see blended in here, to go with this bag. So that's up to you. Or you could do what I've done, use the strip but do it all in one colour and one fabric, sorry, because that's how you like it. If you have made my box bag already, this is a slightly smaller mini-me version of the box bag, then this is actually easier. So you'll find that putting in this part here where the zip is connected is far easier on that one, because you can mess about with it a little bit, whereas this one, if you haven't kept your seam allowances, well, you're in a bit of trouble, yeah? So this bag is actually harder than that one. Do let me know how you get on. You know, I'm on Facebook, I've got my own website. Hopefully, if you haven't gotten to the website yet, this video has got a link underneath it so that you can get to the website, to the project page, and see all the little individual videos that will teach you exactly what to do. So have fun, and we'll see you next time.